it is so easy for people that already have the experience of looking for a job to find one. But if you've never had one and you're wanting to find a job, whether you are a homemaker, have been a homemaker for years upon years, and it's time for you to step out in the job market, whether it's by choice or by force, or if you're a high school graduate or you're a college graduate and you've never had a job before. If you want to know, there are a couple of tips I'm going to share with you now. Stay tuned. Becoming a better version of yourself professionally. Guys, I know you've never had a job before and you're wondering, how in the heck do I go about this? Here's 4 things you can do to get started. Now, you may not have had an actual job where they paid you, but have you, in this case, if you're a high schooler, have you volunteered to do anything specific at hospitals or different things like that? Were you on any kind of sports teams? Did you ever help your parents with making phone calls for something? There are things that you can do. Maybe you've helped your dad fix a car before. Or maybe you have done volunteer work in other ways. Maybe you volunteered at church to help with the bake sale. It could be a variety of things. Now, I want you to make a list. See? In this lovely little book here of all this stuff. Make a list of what it is that you have experience doing. It could be something as simple as answering the phone. Because receptionists answer the phone, administrative assistants answer the phone, regular people in big jobs answer the phone, and customer service folks answer the phone to the tune of making minimum wage to comparable wages. It just depends on where you're doing customer service. You can be doing insurance intake as an entry-level position. It could be all kinds of things. So it's important to make a list of what it is you can already do, because that list is going to become very important, because guess what you're going to need next? A resume. I will say, is there some positions that don't necessarily require it, but it's always best to have something and don't need it versus needing it and not having it. Get your resume together, guys, and of course I provide free samples of that resume in my book, From Clueless Teenager to Consummate Professional, because I know it is hard. There's other samples that you find on Pinterest and other places. You can use those samples as well. So, if at the end of the day, there's samples in Microsoft Word, guys. But along with the information and the samples I provide in my book, I also help you to structure that resume properly and put the right information in the right places. So go ahead and check that out at mentorshelly.com/book, of course. I also want to let you know with that, making sure that you use the information in step 1. Remember I said to make a list of what it is that you know how to already do. That information is going to be on your resume. You do not want to tell lies on this resume and say you can do something when you cannot, because the chicken will come home to roost when you get hired for a position and you cannot do what you said you could do on the resume. So it is important, guys, to make sure that you are putting things on the resume that you can actually do, okay? Do not lie on the resume. It will come back to bite you, and you know what? Please be honest. If you don't know how to do something, don't add it to the resume, okay? Just want to leave that with you. Just want to make sure you know that. Now, part number 3, start talking to people. You may not like talking to people, but start talking to people. In your phone right now, I don't have my phone's charging. In your phone right now, you have at least 50 people you know, either through parents, acquaintances, spouses, aunts, uncles, all the people you know. Talk to 50, start with 50. My goal is lofty. 50 to 100 people. Listen, I'm trying to, hi, I know, how you doing? Want to make sure everything is okay with the person you're speaking with. At least show some concern for them, because you're about to ask them for something. Go ahead and speak with them and say, listen, I need your help. I'm looking for a job. These are the skills I have. See, that's why step 1 is important. You have those ready. These are some of the things I can do, and I'm definitely willing to learn. I'm a fast learner. Can you help me? Do you know anybody looking to hire right now? Do you know if there's opportunities at the job that you're at? Something as simple as that. You'd be surprised how fast you find a job in your own personal network, which is what the people you know are, your network. So that's another way to find a job. And sometimes if you go that route, you may not need a resume. But what did I say at the beginning? It's always best to have it and not need it versus needing it and not having it. All right, guys, the last thing. With that resume, you may not, on some of those websites, on the job board websites, you may not need a resume to apply to some of those jobs. But as I said, have one ready. The last thing, of course, is just start applying. Start applying everywhere, in person. Wherever, right now, in the job market, everybody and their mother is hiring people right now. I see job openings at Taco Bell, at a lot of fast food places, a lot of restaurants are looking for servers. Those are all entry-level positions. It's a place to start. If this is your first job, it's a place to start. It doesn't make, yes, I know you want to, you think you're going to make 100 bands coming out the gate, but no, this isn't, it may end up being an entry-level job. But guys, jobs are available out there. So the last thing I always say, if you've never had a job, go apply. They're going to ask you, what can you do? That's where the first step, making a list of the skills and knowledge base that you already have, will definitely help. Guys, these are just 4 things you can do to start. But of course, if you're looking for one-on-one help to get into the job market, if you've never been in there, definitely check out my book as a resource, mentorshirley.com/book. Or if you want to work with me one-on-one individually, then you can go to mentorshirley.com/consultations. We will work with you. I will work with you to go through to make sure, number 1, you are using what you have, and we'll help you put a resume together. We'll also help you to point you in the right direction of places to apply for jobs. But at the end of the day, folks, I can't get the job for you. You have to do what is necessary to get the job yourself. I'm giving you tips on how to do that. But at the end of the day, you must take action. All right, guys? And of course, if you like the information that you've gotten so far on this video or even on my channel, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Or like the video wherever you're watching this. And of course, comment below if you have other questions in regards to starting off in your career or just in the job market, period. You can go ahead and leave a message for me on mentorshirley.com/contact. You can leave a voicemail or an email message, and I'm more than happy to return your voicemail or email within 24 hours, guys. The job market is not as hard as you think to break into. If you follow these four steps, you'll be going into it and a lot more prepared than some people that don't have a resume. So guys, take care. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. Even if you're just starting out in the job market, you'll do well if you follow these steps. All right, guys, take care.